Our planet has been studied for thousands of years. We've mapped its oceans, climbed its tallest mountains, and even sent machines beyond our solar system. And yet, scattered across Earth are places so strange, so unsettling, that even modern science struggles to fully explain them. These are locations where logic seems to bend, where nature behaves in ways we don't expect, and where every answer raises even more questions. Today, we're exploring the most mysterious places on Earth that scientists still can't completely explain. Let's start in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, in a region that has terrified sailors and pilots for centuries. The Bermuda Triangle is infamous for the sudden disappearance of ships and aircraft, often without distress signals or wreckage. Entire crews have vanished, leaving behind perfectly intact vessels drifting aimlessly. Some reports describe compasses spinning wildly, instruments failing, and storms forming out of nowhere. Scientists have proposed explanations like methane gas eruptions, rogue waves, and navigational errors caused by human mistakes. But none of these theories fully account for every incident. Even today, with GPS and satellite tracking, the Bermuda Triangle remains one of the most debated mysteries on Earth. Across the ocean in southern England stands one of humanity's greatest enigmas. Stonehenge is a massive prehistoric monument built more than 4,000 years ago using stones that weigh up to 25 tons. What makes this site so mysterious isn't just its age, but how it was constructed. Some of the stones were transported from hundreds of kilometers away, long before the invention of wheels or metal tools. Even modern engineers struggle to explain how ancient people moved and positioned these massive blocks with such precision. The structure is also aligned with the sun during solstices, suggesting advanced astronomical knowledge. But its true purpose remains unknown. Was it a temple, a burial site, a calendar, or something entirely different? No single theory explains everything. Now let's travel to the deserts of Peru, where enormous drawings are etched into the ground, stretching across miles of barren land. These are the Nazca lines, massive shapes depicting animals, plants, and geometric patterns. What makes them truly strange is that they can only be fully seen from the air. They were created nearly 2,000 years ago, long before humans had any means of flight. Scientists believe the lines were made by removing dark surface stones to reveal lighter soil underneath, but the reason behind their creation is still debated. Some suggest they were part of religious rituals, others believe they map astronomical events, and some think they were used to locate underground water. Despite decades of research, no explanation answers all the questions. In the forests of Minnesota, a waterfall presents a mystery that baffled scientists for years. At the Devil's Kettle Waterfall, a river splits in two. One half continues downstream as expected, but the other half vanishes into a deep hole in the rock. For decades, no one could determine where that water went. Researchers dropped dyes, ping-pong balls, and even GPS trackers into the hole, but nothing ever reappeared. While recent studies suggest the water eventually rejoins the river underground, the exact pathways and mechanics are still not fully understood. It's a reminder that even something as familiar as flowing water can behave in baffling ways. In the deserts of Turkmenistan, there's a crater that has been burning continuously for more than 50 years. Known as the Door to Hell, this massive pit of fire was created in 1971 when a drilling operation accidentally tapped into a natural gas field. To prevent toxic gas from spreading, scientists ignited it, expecting the fire to burn out within days. It never did. Decades later, the flames still roar, fueled by gas reserves that seem endless. Scientists still don't know exactly how much gas lies beneath the crater or why it hasn't burned out after all this time. In a quiet town in New Mexico, residents report hearing a low, constant humming sound that has no identifiable source. This phenomenon is known as the Taos hum. What makes it particularly strange is that only a small percentage of people can hear it. Those who do often describe it as a distant engine or electrical buzz, and many suffer from headaches, nausea, and insomnia as a result. Sensitive microphones have failed to capture the sound, and investigations haven't found any mechanical or industrial cause. Some scientists suggest it may be related to low-frequency seismic activity, while others believe it could be a neurological phenomenon. So far, no explanation has been proven. Deep in the Nevada desert lies one of the most secretive locations on the planet. Area 51 has been the center of conspiracy theories for decades. Officially, it's a military testing facility where experimental aircraft have been developed. But the extreme secrecy surrounding it has fueled speculation about alien technology and extraterrestrial encounters. While declassified documents confirm advanced aircraft testing, many records remain sealed. Scientists and researchers outside the military simply don't know what else may have occurred there, and that lack of information keeps the mystery alive. In California's Death Valley, something seemingly impossible happens on a dry lake bed called Racetrack Playa. Large rocks, some weighing hundreds of kilograms, slowly move across the desert floor, leaving long trails behind them. No humans or animals push them, and for years, no one witnessed the movement directly. Scientists eventually proposed that thin sheets of ice form under the rocks during rare winter conditions, allowing wind to slide them across the surface. While this explanation makes sense, the phenomenon is so rare and unpredictable that it still feels almost supernatural when seen. In the heart of the Sahara Desert lies a massive circular structure visible from space. Known as the Rishat structure or the Eye of the Sahara, it spans nearly 50 kilometers across and features concentric rings that look almost artificial. At first, scientists believed it was an impact crater, but there's no evidence of a meteor strike. Others suggested volcanic activity, but that theory also fell apart. Today, it's believed to be the result of geological uplift and erosion over millions of years. Even so, its nearly perfect shape continues to spark debate, with some claiming it may have inspired ancient legends like Atlantis. Deep within the Amazon rainforest flows a river so hot it can boil living creatures alive. Known as the Boiling River, its temperatures can reach nearly 90 degrees Celsius, despite being far from any volcanic activity. Scientists are puzzled by how such extreme heat is generated. The most accepted theory suggests that deep geothermal energy heats groundwater, which then rises to the surface. But the scale of the phenomenon is unlike anything else on Earth. Long before scientists arrived, local communities considered the river sacred, believing it held powerful spiritual significance. What connects all these places isn't just mystery, but humility. They remind us that despite our technology, our equations, and our confidence, Earth is still full of secrets. There are forces at work beneath our feet and beyond our understanding. Every unexplained place challenges us to keep questioning, to keep exploring, and to accept that some mysteries may never have simple answers. And maybe that's the most fascinating part of all. The fact that even in an age of satellites and artificial intelligence, our planet can still surprise us, still confuse us, still leave us staring into the unknown. If you enjoyed exploring these mysteries, imagine what else is out there, waiting to be discovered. Because the truth is, Earth may be far stranger than we ever imagined.